your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com.
Do yourself a favor and listen to this hilarious Flash on City Direct Radio Show.
You know me. I eat like this all the time. Do I gain any weight? No, at all.
You can have my belly right now. I'm giving away body parts. Somebody said they need a butt. Somebody said they
I
need
can
a
use
butt.
a little extra tissue there.
I can pop it right now.
He out here giving out butt cheek donations.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, the magical glow getter herself, Anissa Maureen, co-host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Catch me and the rest of my team every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Happy birthday, friend.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm your host, the one, the only, the very controversial, I don't even know if I said that word right, Krystal Renee. I want to thank you guys for joining me on yet another, somebody tried it calling me when I'm on the air. Now, I've been sitting here for 2 hours. Phone dries, I don't know what. Nobody to talk to. And I got a phone call already. Hey, calling you on with Krystal Renee. What's up? Hello? Hey, calling you on with Krystal Renee.
Krystal Renee, it's Atara. I was calling in.
Hey, Atara, how are you?
I'm fine. Seems like we got a bad reception, so maybe I should call back.
Can you hear me now?
Not really.
Not really. Is it like staticky on your end?
I'm calling from a landline, but I can call back from my cell phone.
Okay, yes, please do. Just give me a call back, okay?
Okay.
All right, great. Hey everyone, I want to invite you all again, or thank you all again for tuning into the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm going to try this again. I'm your host, Krystal Renee. So much to talk about today on the show. That was Atara, right? And she is a businesswoman who knows a lot about financial planning and things of that nature, things to help people like myself with debt issues, because, you know, I'm not a millionaire, and I'm pretty sure no one I'm speaking with right now is a millionaire. So we are going to get some financial advice from her. Move. Okay, my eyes is bad. What it say? My eyes is terrible. I done got really sleepy. I really was here for like 2 hours from like 3:30, just getting this show together, and I done got the itis already, and I really didn't even eat nothing. Oh, you just wanted me to move my mic? Just move the mic over. Okay, sorry. It is hot as hell in Baltimore City right now. It is 94 degrees today, ladies and gentlemen. 94 degrees today in Baltimore, Maryland. Try to stay cool, you guys. Get a bottle of water, get a wet rag or anything. It's hot. Look after the elderly today, and keep an eye on the children. I have another caller calling in. Hey, Atara, is this you? Hey,
this is Atara right here in Atlanta.
Hey, Atara. Thanks for calling into the Krystal Renee Show. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, great. When you were calling back, I told my listeners just a little bit about you, that you were basically, you know everything about finances and, how to get out of debt and things of that nature. Can you introduce yourself to my audience, please?
Absolutely. My name is Atara Wright, and I'm a wealth strategist, wealth educator, wealth influencer, transformational speaker, coach, and a best-selling author with 3 books under my belt. And so I help people save time, save money, increase their cash flow. But what I want to make sure people are doing is leaving a lasting legacy for generations to come. Not just next generation, but, at least 6 to 10 generations down, by setting things up now that your children can take over, so on and so forth. So giving them a strategy to get started now helps them with a foundation that is like a blueprint. I call it our $1 million financial blueprint.
Oh, okay, great. And just to let my listeners know once again, where exactly are you calling from, Atara?
I am in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Been in Atlanta area for about 2.5 years. Grew up in Oklahoma.
Okay, shout out to Atlanta. Atara, what is the number one question that you get from your clients? Like, what is the number one thing that they're looking to change when it comes to their finances? Like, what is the everyday story that you always hear?
I need more money. How do I get more money?
Yeah, just like everyone else, right?
Right. I'll give you the top 3. People would like to be able to have some extra at the end of their paycheck. People want to know how to start and grow their business to receive what we call passive or residual income. And that means after you've set it up, it's working for you. So we do that through real estate. We do that through memberships for their business, but it does take them starting. The third is credit issues. People wanting to know how to fix their credit and use their credit and learn how to maintain it, as well as build business credit.
Right. Okay, well, when we talked a little earlier in the week, ladies and gentlemen, I've talked to Atara not only on the radio show, but also off the radio show. And I kind of expressed to her, well, number one, you guys know I'm an open book. It's nothing that I hold back on this show. It's no filter. But I'm really considering filing bankruptcy at the age of 31. Do you think that's a smart thing to do normally? And what's the aftermath of filing bankruptcy, Atara? Like, because that's my biggest fear, is filing for bankruptcy and then going applying for like a car loan or something and getting denied because I filed bankruptcy.
Okay. So you asked me if I think it's a smart decision. For me to really advise on if you should or shouldn't, I would need to know a lot more. That's more of a personal question. But in general, unless you have a home, you know what I mean? And I really wouldn't advise it, right? There's creative ways to get help with paying off your debt and understanding that if you cannot pay it anymore, you really have to just pay what you can, or just take care of your basics, your home, your food, your transportation to get back and forth to work or run your business. And then as you begin to make more, make those arrangements to start paying on the credit. Of course, you don't want to go get more credit. And if you absolutely have to file, it stays on your records, depending on how you file, chapter 7, chapter 13. Am I saying it right? Yeah, I think so. Depending on how you file, it is going to be on your credit report 7 years. So I filed. I started doing this financial thing when I was 20 years old, thank God for my mother, but I didn't know any more than the average person. I didn't think I did. I didn't have the confidence, right? And then what happened was I just did what my mama told me to do, get life insurance, and we started off with a financial plan that had all of my debts, all of my assets, which was nothing, other than some junk I had in my apartment. And then we had a 3 to 5 year plan of how these things were going to get done. And it put it in a graph. So I still had a book. It showed me what I needed to be saving per month, where I was spending too much. And we were just paycheck to paycheck like everybody else, working a job. Even though I was starting a business, I didn't really know much about how to make it work. So what happened, I started making some money, girl. And real estate is easy if you know what you're doing and you're educated to get to over $1 million in assets. Now, that's what you call paper money. I couldn't go to the bank and cash out, even though we were making big checks. I had this net worth, which is after all of my liabilities would be paid, my net worth was over $1 million. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Right. However, I was spending and living so lavish, Land Rover, buying people stuff, putting down car payments, paying people light bills, doing way too much. I ended up going bankrupt.
Wow.
And although I didn't go bankrupt like most people that lose everything, I had some really good help on how to strategize and make sure I was kind of okay and could rebuild. And it is tough dealing with credit when you have this huge mark on your credit, but can you bounce back? Absolutely.
Right.
So when I finally decided to focus on my credit again, it took me realistically about a month to have my score go up. Somehow we got the bankruptcy deleted on 2 credit bureaus with my husband. So that drew his score all the way up. So we're both over 700 now, coming back from 4 to 500.
That's a good credit score. That's a really good credit score to have, over 700. Atara, I have a question.
And that is not... Yes. Oh, can I say this to you real quick, Krystal? And I want to answer that question. Let me tell you this. When you do decide to focus on the credit portion, give yourself, after bankruptcy, anywhere from a year to 2 years, and that's long, to focus on fixing your credit, but you can come back from it strong.
Right. Okay. Well, real fast, I want to shout out everyone who's watching. Hey, Steven, I see you. Lakeisha Love Dawn Askins, who is actually another host here at BeExposedRadio.com, has a question for you, Atara. She said, with leasing a car with a 24% interest, would it help or hurt to return it and get a better interest rate somewhere else? You understand what I'm saying? Did you get that?
I heard you say leasing a car with a 24%
interest. Would it help or hurt to return it and get a better interest rate somewhere else?
I don't see. Everybody has their opinion, right? And you're going to find people out there that tell you that leasing a car is the way to go because you can get a better car for less of a payment. I disagree, and it's an opinion, right? We have to choose how we want to navigate. I myself am not for leasing cars, right? Even me, I don't buy brand new. The Land Rover I had, the Lexus I had, the Navigator I had, we get deals. We negotiate a deal so that our payments are low. Believe it or not, I pay I'll be done paying for this car next year. I only pay $300 for a very nice Lexus ES, whatever it is. I don't even know about all that special stuff. So you can find that by learning how to negotiate your rate. Now, if you're going to go in and speak with someone and say, lower my interest rate, have some skin in the game, or what are you giving them for doing that? How is your credit? Because they're going to be looking at, why should we lower your interest rate if you're having a tough time paying now? It doesn't matter. Even if your credit isn't good, you go in there with power. That is something that I teach. You got to stand and own, say, listen, I no longer want the car. And yes, I know it's going to affect my credit, but I might be giving it back if you cannot fulfill my need of lowering the interest rate so I can better afford this payment. And then you get quiet.
Right. That is where I think I mess up at. I'm really not a good negotiator when it comes to business. Like, I'll be the first to admit that. Like, I don't know how to go into, like, a furniture store and talk down the set of a living room set. You know, I just look at the price and say, okay, it's $1,200, so I'm going to pay the $1,200. But I see other people, I've heard other people say, you know, I could talk that down to $900. And I'm like, well, what do you say to these people? I'm not a good negotiator at all. Like, is that a good thing in the financial world or a bad thing, period, to not know how to negotiate? Like, to talk down, like, you know, like to get a better deal on things.
It is a plus to learn to negotiate. Depending on how much money you really do have, there's times where you don't do that. You know, there's just times you don't. But somebody's selling you something, and you went in there to pay or $1,000, but it costs $1,200. That's what you need to let them know. So the simple way is, I only have a budget of $1,000. They're going to do one or two things: show you something else within your budget, or mark that off. Especially if you have cash or your own credit to pay for it.
Right. I have another question off of my Krystal Renee Radio Show webpage. Steve Keith wants to know, what is the best way to build your credit? I have 30 seconds real fast, Atara, if you can touch on that.
Okay, no problem. The best way to build your credit is to contact me so I can find out what your next steps are.
Right.
But you need to be educated about the credit system first, and you want to handle the creditors. Sometimes that's better than going through the credit bureau. So that means dealing with your creditors. There's some laws that I don't have enough time to tell you that, but maybe we can come back to it when you finish your commercial.
Right. I'm going to ask you to hold on real fast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to Atara Wright, financial advisor, planner, located in Atlanta, Georgia. She has so much good advice to tell you guys. If you have any questions on building your credit or anything to do with financial situations, because that's another thing in the Black community. Like, we focus on everything, but when it comes to finances, it's such a taboo situation. So if you guys have a question for Atara, hit me up, 410-702-5657. I have so much to talk about today on this show. So when we come back, we're going to talk more with Atara, and then I'm going to get right into my topics of today. This is the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I'll be back after these messages. Thanks.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the show. This is the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Krystal Renee. I want to thank you guys for watching. Everyone who has a question so far from my guest, I appreciate you guys with the questions. Mrs. Tara Wright, are you still there? Is she still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Hey, Atara. Okay. When we went to commercial break, I was basically asking you, because one of my listeners had a question about building your credit. I know you already answered it, but can you touch on it one more time for me?
Yes. So you said the best way. I use different words in expressing things. So everybody has a unique situation, right? So you want to speak with someone that knows what's going on to advise. So that's the best way, is to know someone that's going to help you hone in on what you have, right? And see what it is that you can't pay, what it is that's on your credit that is negative, and then have those things removed and share with you the education so you know how to gain more credit and what's killing you in that. So the best way is to get consultation. That's my advice. So you have someone looking at your situation. Now, with that, you want to pay attention to the credit law. The laws that are out there are to protect us, and a lot of times the credit bureaus are not paying attention, and things go on your credit that don't even belong. Once you find out what that is, you can have that removed, and you can have the creditor fined. People don't realize that. I was shocked to find it out in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yes. And then when they have that fine, and let's say you only owe $800 and the fine is $1,000, they may just go ahead and waive it. But all of that is a part of a process, and you have to be educated to do that. So that's why I advise a consultation.
Right. Okay. That sounds really, really, really well, really good. I have another question, and it is someone wants to know, is it smart to get credit cards at a young age? Is it smart to get credit cards at a young age?
If you know how to use it. See, every place that I come from, Krystal, is education, financial education. So we've been told to go do this at this age to benefit the consumer. So you want to get financially educated and find out, how am I going to be using my credit? Is it for me to get a home? Is it for me to start a business? So those are specific things that we're missing, and everybody say, oh, should I get at a young age? Yes, if you know what you're doing, and no, you shouldn't run it up. You should keep your credit. If you have a $1,000 balance in credit cards, you should have only $300 used to maintain a good score. So 30% of your debt to income, your credit usage, only 30%. So if you have 10,000, only use 3,000. If you have 1,000, only use 300.
Right. You know what? Schools, like the school system teaches us about everything and, home economics and, wood chopping class and gym. But I really think even starting in middle school, we have to have some kind of financial class available for our youth, because you're going to turn 18 and 21 years old and you're going to want to buy everything at the mall because you can, or, but nobody really, like, we know how to spend, but we don't really know how to save and build, because it's people my age, like I said, who's basically filed bankruptcy twice already. That's only 30 years old. I'm considering filing bankruptcy. My credit isn't perfect, but I really honestly believe that, like you said, it starts with education, and that's what we're missing in today's schools, if you ask me, personally. Like, let's teach our children how to become bosses and not just always, the slave to, the other stores and, things like that. So, because I know the things on my credit report is so petty and stupid. Like, why didn't I just pay this off? And now it's like I'm feeling the burn of it, of not paying it. So, what's your best advice to someone coming straight out of college with the loans?
Okay, you kind of cut out. You said what's the best way with your credit being in a situation is to do what?
What advice would you give a fresh college student straight out of college who don't know anything about the world or don't know anything about finances? What is the number one rule you would tell them first? Would it be to save money, to, what advice would you give a college student?
Absolutely. First advice that I would give a college student, and the advice I do give college students, is to get financial education, to have your parents or to take some of the money that you may be making on your job and invest that extra couple of thousand into financial education, where you learn about wealth management, about the importance of life insurance, about credit education, actually knowing what the laws are, so that when someone asks you for your Social Security number, you're not so, yeah, sure, here it is. So financial education, number one. So we spend a lot of money on college education and then come out and you can't even find a job. But with financial education, you can create your own income and learn how money really works.
Right. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have heard it here first. If you guys need any information on getting your finances in order, Atara, where can they reach you? Well, how can they reach you?
I'm all over social media as Miss MS Atara, ATARAH. You're going to see me in my hot pink jacket and my red hair. Oh, yes.
All right.
And, of course, you can contact me through Miss Krystal Renee, because we want to help anyone that signs up for any programs that I have. I would like to offer at least a 10% donation to sponsor her show. That's so that we can keep our Black businesses, our Black platforms out there, because there are more people stepping up to the plate. And unfortunately, if you don't have enough money, then you miss out. So I want to be able to do that. So you can also contact me at 405-474-4759. I do get a lot of calls, so please leave a detailed voicemail, or you can text that same number, right, and say, I'd like to know more information, and then we'll set up a time so that we can have a free 15-minute consult.
That sounds amazing, and I want to thank you so very much for calling into the show. Really fast, you said you have 3 books that you've written. That you've written. I don't know what's going on with my language today. You want to touch a little bit more about the books? Because I know you're also an author.
Absolutely. My own book is Wealth First. That's my brand. Stop Stressing and Start Manifesting. In that book, I talk about different financial products. For example, life insurance. People think, GoFundMe, asking the church, that's life insurance, but it's not. And I show people the stress of not having it, and then what to do to start manifesting it and how low cost it is, as well as real estate. We talk about the good, the bad, and what is the solution in that book, so you can stop stressing and start manifesting. The other books are what we call anthology books, where I'm a contributing author or co-author. That's Releasing Fear and Walking in Faith. with Renee Williams. You can find that on Amazon, as well as conversations with top real estate investors. And I'm in there with millionaires and other experts that give you like a roundtable discussion about real estate investing and what we've learned.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Atara. Listeners, she's left her information. What I'm going to do, I'm going to post everything that she just said on my webpage, the Krystal Renee Radio Show page. Miss Atara, I really do appreciate you calling in. I want y'all to get used to her and get used to that voice, because she's going to be a frequent call-in guest. And maybe one day when she comes to Baltimore City, she can actually sit in with me live in person. So, Atara, I thank you so much for calling into the show, okay?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to the portion about the surprise you got for your guests, the ratchet part.
Yes, this show gets really messy just from time to time, But thank you so much, Atara, for calling in. I got to go to another quick commercial break. Thank you so much
All right,
again.
thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Everyone, that was Atara Wright once again calling from Atlanta. ATL. I get so excited when I get phone calls that's not from Baltimore, because Be Exposed Radio, no, it's not on FM radio or anything like that, but it is the internet, which means that you'd be surprised who watches this show. Like, I'm surprised when I get phone calls. I even got a phone call from someone in Canada who says that they watch my show. I can't make this up. When we come back, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the questions that I have in my DM. Yes, I'm not exposing. I don't never expose anybody by name. But we're going to talk about a whole bunch of ratchet, messy stuff on this show, including this blonde highlighted wig that I got on my head. So stay tuned to the Krystal Renee Radio Show. I will be back after these free messages. Thank you.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? That's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet
Jason,
is just a click
I've
away
got to tell
at
you, you're pretty much everything
theshelterpetproject.org.
this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
BeExposedRadio.com. Shout out to the Weird Radio Show. If I got that wrong, I apologize.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Everyone, welcome back to the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Krystal Renee. I want to thank everyone for watching. I'm so amped up right now because Javon Dior, you don't know me, and I don't really know you. But I'm glad that you're watching this because we're friends on Facebook, and I think you do amazing makeup. Like, oh my God, his makeup is out of this world. Like, you have a talent, and I would love to even interview you. So just to say, like my phone says that you're watching, I hope you enjoyed the show. Everyone who's watching right now, I appreciate you for tuning in. Just got off the phone with an amazing young lady located in Atlanta, Georgia. She left her information on my website page to reach her about financial stability and how to fix your credit and things of that nature. Her name is Miss Tara Wright, so look out for her. She will be someone who will be a reappearing guest on the Krystal Renee Radio Show. We're gonna make this right, because I ain't right yet. Like, I'm really considering filing bankruptcy. I'm so afraid though. I'm so scared. My credit score is terrible, and it's petty stuff. Like, it's like Comcast cable bills and just stupid stuff that I should have paid. I should have paid it, but I never did. You know us. I get a bill, and I'm like, I pay it next paycheck. And then next paycheck comes, and I'm going shopping, and then I get the second notice. Oh, and then it builds up, and then it's like that creditor note comes and say, "It's gonna be on your credit, dummy. You should have paid us the $60 or the $100 that you owe." And then next thing you know, I can't get what I want because my credit ain't right. So I'll be the first to say I ain't perfect when it comes to finances. Like, but I want to learn how to get better at it because I want my credit to be A1. So I say all that to say, if you have any questions or anything, just reach my homegirl, my friend. I'm gonna call her my homegirl now. I just met her, but it's all right. All right. Let's get down to the show. Down to the shizzo. I want to thank everyone who called in last week about the deadbeat dad situation. I hate having these earphones on, but I had them on to kind of cover up this really bad wig that I have on my head. I tried to cover it up with this scarf. I'm just not myself today. The heat got to me. It's like, you know, when it's too hot outside to even get cute. Like, it's too hot to put on makeup and Can I get a round of applause for that, please? You didn't even hear what I said, but honestly, like in my opinion, it's way too hot. Like, oh, and then like I'm a girl of a particular size, honey. Like I don't like this. She don't like the sweat. I hate it. Like, it's so freaking hot out here in Baltimore, Maryland. But let's just thank the gods that we have this weather, because I take this any day over being cold. Okay, so before I went to my commercial break, I was going to talk a little bit about the questions that I have in my DM or in my inbox. And I'm very blessed to say that I don't just have people from Baltimore, Maryland calling in or watching this show. I have people nationwide who watches the show. I've had callers from Florida calling before. I have callers from California. Atara Wright, she's from Atlanta, Georgia. I've had someone from Canada reach out to me, people from Detroit. So I appreciate that. And I just want people to know all of the up-and-coming artists or radio personalities, rappers, dancers, musicians, whatever, stop focusing on who supports you, because you never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. And that's what I learned with this radio show. Like, I want all of my family and my close friends to be, after I get off the radio show, to just tell me how good or how bad I did. And it's like, when I don't get that, I kind of get into a funk, like, oh, I don't have support. But my support really comes from strangers that I don't even know. So I kind of wanted to touch on that. So a couple of questions that I've had is, where am I from? Because I don't sound like I'm from Baltimore. Someone told me that I sound like I'm from Philly. I've been told that I sound like I'm from New York. I don't know what you guys are hearing, but I am born and raised from Baltimore City, Maryland. In the trenches, honey. I ain't even from the suburbs or from the county. I'm from the city. The city, honey. Somebody asked me what was my background. Someone thought that I was from Ghana. I'm not from Ghana. I'm not from, technically, like, but my ancestors is, of course, because I'm black, is from Africa. But I never personally been in Africa. So I am African American. I'm not nothing like that. So, someone who watches the show, another question that I got was, am I still losing weight? The answer to that question is, I'm still trying to. And I want to touch on that really fast. Smoothies is my life right now. And you're looking like, oh, this is a half and half cup. Yes, it is. But I got this smoothie from Lexington Market. And I'm going to talk about my adventures at Lexington Market a little later on into the show, because it was an adventure today, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone who's been down Lexington Market knows it's a sight to see. If you're not from Baltimore and you visit Lexington Market, you will run back to wherever the hell you just came from. But you have to be from Baltimore to love that particular market, if you know what I mean. But the good part about Lexington Market that I love, that I found out today, and I could be a little late because I don't really frequent Lexington Market like that, but I went down there today and I went to go get some fruit because, like I said, I'm still trying to lose weight. And I came across the stand that they sell smoothies, and they had like the protein powder, and it wasn't just like any kind of smoothie, like, a whole bunch of fruits. No, they had avocados, they had spinach, they had kale, they had everything. So this is my second one that I got today. So shout out to Lexington Market for doing that, because I always look like those little stands was like out in the county and stuff, or like Owens Mills Mall or Arundel Mills Mall, and to see that the same stand is in Lexington Market, it's like it's healthy stuff for us to eat. We just choose to eat chicken boxes and all that greasy stuff, but it really is things to help us in this community. But to answer your question, am I still losing weight? I'm still on my journey. I don't know if I dropped any weight yet. I don't know. I stay far away from the scale. So, next question was, am I single? Yeah. And the answer to that is, I'm happy. So, I'm happy. Not going. Anyway, I don't even like to talk about that. And it got a little bit of a mix-up before. I want to let you guys know that Be Exposed Radio is not my radio station. If you are an avid listener to my show, if you watched the show before, I've actually had the owner of Be Exposed Radio on my show quite a few times. And I'm pretty sure I introduced him as the owner. Be Exposed Radio is a platform where I open up my big mouth and anything comes out. That's true. But it's not my radio station. I have a radio show on Be Exposed Radio. I just wanted to clear that up because I've also getting a lot of messages asking me, you know, how did you start your own radio station? It's not my station. I have a show on this station, the Krystal Renee Radio Show, which you guys are watching right now. So, yeah, that's the questions that's in my DM. Special announcement, ladies and gentlemen. June 17th it's sort of like a holiday. Matter of fact, it is a holiday. June 17th, coming up this Saturday, is a very special day. I need y'all to mark y'all calendars because it's my birthday. June 17th is a real one's birthday, honey. A star was born. Why I gotta have that sound effect? Why can't I just get the applause? Thank you. Yes, I'll be 31 years old on June 17th. I have absolutely no plans. I might do something with my children. I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old. I don't know. I might take them down to the harbor or something. Like, birthdays to me are just played out. That's just me personally. Like, I ain't about to spend thousands of dollars on a party for people to come and talk shit about the party. Like, I'm not that type. I just like intimate settings. So, I don't know. I might just end up doing something with my children, or maybe just going to get some crabs and some liquor, a couple birds, and just chill. So, June 17th, everyone. Mark your calendars. I'm such a clown. Father's Day is coming up. Perfect gifts to give your dads. Hello, Nate. How the hell are you? What are you eating? Oh, sandwich. You guys know Nate, my producer, in the building with me.
Are you still on the radio?
I'm trying to see if I have any more comments, but my phone has froze up, so I don't know if I have any comments, ladies and gents.
That looks like an upgrade. Is that an upgrade?
No, this is the same phone you saw since December of 2016, honey.
Maybe somebody allowed you a phone for your birthday.
I would love to have a new phone for my birthday, but what's the odds of that?
Let's see, you just blocked it right there.
I don't need a new phone. I like my phone. You know, my last phone before I had this phone, I had for like 7 years. It's a piece of crap. But I'm one of those people. I don't phone hop. I don't go from one phone to the next phone. I'm just this phone. So, yeah.
Well, your job requires for you to have a nice phone.
Yes, it does.
Put it out there in the universe without cutting it off.
I'm putting out there in the universe, that I need a new phone and I want a new phone, and somebody will bless me with a new phone, or maybe I can buy my own new phone, right? Right. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give apologies real fast to my family, my friends, and the head engineer here at Be Exposed Radio. I kept saying I was going to inbox her, but I don't want you to feel like I stood you up. I'm in the process of training, hopefully, to be an engineer here at the station. And I started. Look at Eric. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm coming for that seat, bro. I'm coming for that chair. What's the odds of that, right? But I came in last Tuesday to basically start my training, but I have not been back, and I don't want to feel like
they would have never known that. Nobody would have.
I tell everything on this show. So if she's watching, I just want to let her know, it's not nothing like that. I just was really, really, really tied up with my grandmother. And I also want to apologize to my friends. I had a couple friends really inbox me like, you're ignoring me. I don't know what's going on. My family, it's graduations that I've missed. It's events that I've missed. And it's nothing personal. If you know me, you know that my grandmother is my heart. And she is getting to that stage in life where she needs 24-hour care. And that's me. So I'm sacrificing a social life. I'm sacrificing a lot. I mean, just to make sure that her twilight years are comfortable. That's just my goal. So shout out to my grandma. Can I get a round of applause for that, Eric? And like I said, I apologize for everybody. And maybe Nate is right. Maybe I ain't had to say all that and be extra, but I'm an extra type of girl. So I gotta go to another commercial break, everyone. If you guys are watching, I want you guys to continue to watch. If you guys are commenting, I can't see what you guys are commenting, but still comment. I'm going to go to another quick commercial break. When I come back, I got more juicy stuff to talk about. We're going to go into Confessions with Krystal Renee. I have a confession, but I didn't do it.
No, it's not your confession.
Dun dun dun. No, it's a confession. Well, so what is it? What am I doing? Am I like exposing people? What I'm about to say? Because it's juicy.
So that's not a confession.
So what is it?
Gossiping.
Well, I have some tea about myself. Well, you'll hear about it after the break. You guys will hear about it after the break. I don't know how to word it. But you'll hear about it at the break. Call me up, 410-702-5657. This is the Krystal Renee Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. I'll be back.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Talk dirty to me.
I love it. It's awesome. It's all mine. It's the joy every day.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host once again, Krystal Renee. I am taking phone calls right now. 410-702-5657. It is pretty loud, is it mine? I'm taking phone calls right now. 410-702-5657. All right, so back to what I said I was going to talk about before a commercial break. And Nate is right. It's not my confession because I didn't do anything.
You just watched.
I had some news come to me. And I know it's the truth. And I need some advice. Because I don't know how to handle this. Because see, the old Krystal would call him up, cuss him out, flatten some tires, bust some windows out, and catch a case. I'm not that girl no more. I've changed. I have found God. I have found the Lord. I have changed. But one of my good friends from a couple years back, I found out that she was having sexual intercourse with one of my baby daddies.
Nasty bitch!
I know, right? And I know you did it because I'm sitting here and I'm putting two and two together and now things are adding up. And I'm kind of kicking myself because I'm like, Krystal, why didn't you see the signs before? But you don't see the shit until it's been exposed. And then I'm just sitting there thinking,
why do you care?
Because I told this girl everything when it came to what he was saying to me, how I was still having sex with him. Like, and then the whole time, he hitting you too. Like, You're trying to be sneaky. You know what I'm saying? Like, she tried to be sneaky, and now it's like you threw away a really good friendship over some wood that I done already had a baby about. I can't tell you my sources, but I appreciate that source. You know, I appreciate that source. I can't let everything out the bag, even though this is Be Exposed Radio. But I want that friend to know that I'm never speaking to you ever again in life. I wish you nothing but the best.
But you're not with the person, so why are you
I'm not
mad?
with the person, but it's the principle. I will never have sex with a friend's baby father or ex-boyfriend or ex-husband.
But you said
it's too much wood walking around.
That.
So what? You don't hit him. It's principles to this. I don't have sex with my friends' baby daddies because you've had sex with him and you have a baby by him. Like, no.
But you're not.
That's
with
gross.
him.
That don't mean anything. Like, I shouldn't know the girls who my baby daddies is having sex with. I shouldn't know you. Like, I shouldn't know, but I shouldn't consider you a friend. You shouldn't be eating dinner at my table. You shouldn't be playing with my children.
When the last time y'all ate dinner together?
I can't go that deep into it because certain folks is watching. They might start putting 2 and 2 together. But I don't have no feelings for my baby fathers, neither one of those. I mean, I care for them a lot.
So why do you care who they're sleeping with?
Because, like
what if
I
they
said,
really like each other?
Well, then congratulations. You know, may God bless that wonderful unit. But you don't do people you consider your friends like that. You know, and it's like you just don't. You don't do that to people. You think that's okay? That's not okay.
Why do you care?
Because they had no business doing it. Because it wasn't.
You still want them?
No, it's because it wasn't a one-time thing. It was over the years.
How you know?
I can't expose that. I can't. As bad as I want to, I can't because.
Well, what did they tell you? Did they tell you how did they find out?
I got a phone call from a mutual friend or from somebody who knows the. One thing about Baltimore City, we all know, it's very small. You don't know who knows who. You don't know who's related to who. And word got around, like, and like the stuff that this person was telling me, I know that they telling the truth because it was stuff that I'm like, they wouldn't know this unless they knew about that. And I feel stupid because I'm normally in the loop. Like, I normally know the tea, but now it's like the spotlight is on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you do that to me?
But why are you mad? No one did anything to you.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Because you haven't had them lately?
I don't want them. That's the whole point. Sidebar. I kind of do want to talk about my weekend. I had an amazing weekend with this amazing guy. He was really, really, really nice to me. Really nice to me. And I was about to turn him away. On? I didn't have this wig on. I hate this damn wig so bad. But I ain't had nothing else to do with my hair. And then it's hot. And that's the worst part of it because I'm not going to get off a subject real fast, Nate. But I just want that friend to know that I know you watching me right now. I see you. I see you. Can the camera see me from this angle? I see you. And I know what you did. You nasty and you trifling and you lost a really good friend.
Nasty
you will never hear from me again. Never.
So are you afraid that you guys were sleeping with him at the same time?
Probably so. Like, what makes me think that once he left my house, he ain't go holler at her? Or maybe I was number 2. I don't know. Like, you never know with these guys. Like, you never know with people, period.
How do you know you were first?
That's the thing. Like, and then, okay, was it just sex? Like, I mean, I have questions. Was it just sex? Did he take her out somewhere?
Why do you have questions about somebody that you're not with?
It's just
that
certain,
you said you weren't ever with.
It's certain people that you just don't touch. You don't touch. That's like, you know, if you got 2 guys that's homeboys and they grew up together, you ain't supposed to hit his baby mother. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
If they're in a relationship?
Why would you even want a relationship with your friend's baby mama?
No. You said that about a couple. It just happens. Sometimes things just happen.
Yeah, but I mean, I might joke around and say, okay, side piece this and side piece that, but it's rules to it to me. It's rules to it. Like,
good rules get me.
You cannot do that to somebody that you know. That's nasty as hell. That's nasty.
How was it nasty?
Nate, are you kidding me?
It just sounds like you're mad.
I may be mad, but it's like at the same time.
You have to at least own that you're mad.
I am mad.
Because then you'll see how ridiculous it is.
I was so mad that I picked the wrong wig out my drawer today.
So she gonna blame. Eric is laughing at you.
I grabbed the wrong wig today. That's how angry I was. I couldn't even focus on my look today. Like, I just
grabbed the wrong wig. You put a scarf around it.
I got my damn nightcap on my head.
Cause I can
I'm
see
going through things like because I'm low key hurt. Like, you don't understand. Like, I put so much into this chick. Like, I told her everything.
That's why
you going back telling him?
You can't be mad.
I'm mad.
You can't be mad. You mad and you scared all at the same time.
I'm what now?
You scared.
What am I scared for?
That she told him everything you told her.
I don't give a damn. I just don't.
You do. That's why you so mad right now.
Anything that I've ever said behind his back, I will say it to his face.
So what you worried about?
Because it should not have happened. Like, it's a line that you just don't cross. It's a line that you just do not cross.
Did you want him?
I didn't want him. I don't have to want him. We share a
listen.
child together. You don't touch him. I'm supposed to be. I don't even touch him.
Is that your child's godparent or something?
I can't get that deep. I can't get that deep. I cannot get that deep.
He is laughing.
I cannot. Eric, don't laugh. Like, don't laugh at my pain, yo. Like, I can't.
It's not
I can't
pain.
get that deep. But it's wrong. Like, how dare you? How dare you call yourself my friend and you're boning my baby father? Like, I don't get that.
This person is close to your child and she's sleeping with, or he, because you didn't specify.
You right about that. You right about that.
With your baby. Oh, now you going to spread slander. See how people are when they mad? They spread all types of rumors.
I'm mad.
That's why I don't keep people
But
close
that's fine. Just know that you lost out on a really good friend. I hope that orgasm, hopefully if you came, I hope it was good. I hope you enjoyed that because you lost a really good friend. I mean, well, which one is more important, a piece of wood or a friendship?
Well, apparently both of them were important to you if she never said anything to you.
But
why are you mad? Why are you laughing?
Eric, what is so funny, Eric? Stop laughing at my pain.
Nobody's laughing at, well, he is. I am simply saying, why are you mad? It's two people, well, one person you don't want to be with, and one person you called a friend. Confront the person, say, did you do this?
I don't give a
Why
damn.
Would you do this?
If I broke up with that man 20 years ago,
care.
and they happen to find each other in the park one day and say, hey, don't I know you? Yeah, I know you. Ain't you Krystal Renee's baby father? I am. Aren't you her home girl? Yeah, I am.
You just
sure, let's go have sex with each other.
Somebody else's love story. Why would you do that?
No, that's just not right. I just feel like, if you're going to be a SLUT, go be it with somebody else's guy.
Have you known this person?
I've known her forever. Forever. Like,
have she done this to anybody else?
Now, if I revealed that, then I'm really letting the cat out the bag.
You to call this girl a slut in front of everybody that made me listen.
I sure did.
So has she done this to somebody else?
She may have. But
she did.
She probably have done it to somebody else. And I know that she could be that type of person. But you don't do that to me.
So why do you make a friend with somebody that could be that type of person?
I don't know.
That's strange to
I just
me.
thought she was really just my friend. Like,
that's sad.
Best friend. Hey, best friend. That's my best friend. Like, whatever you're doing,
your best friend?
I won't. No, she wasn't my best friend. I'm just singing the song. So, but it's not my best friend. I have one best friend. It's not her. I will not repeat who that person is, but
who's the person?
Know who she is.
Speak it out into the universe. And
I would have never done that to you guys. I would have never done that to anybody, yo. I would have never did that. And the sad part about it is some of her boyfriends actually tried it with me. Some of her friends actually tried it with me. And you know what I did? I told her, like, yo, you need to check him because he doing X, Y, Z. But you couldn't tell me you was boning my guy. Like, come on, yo. Like,
you ain't think they was cute?
Who was cute?
Her friends.
They was alright. They was alright. I mean,
so you about to call them up now, sliding that DM?
No, because two wrongs don't make it right. I'm very adamant about that. That's just nasty. And I mean, if you gonna go out
here,
they
not her baby father.
Somebody calling me, Lord. Look what I started. My mama, my grandmother's calling me.
What's she listening to?
See, guys, this is what I mean by don't take it personal when I say I can't do things. Like this is, and it's even probably getting to the point where I may have to put my show on pause for a while. You know, I may have to put this radio show on hold for a while because, you know, I got not bigger things to do because this is my dream. But I have a grandmother.
So you don't
who I
have
take
any
care
other
of.
family members to help
My
you?
uncle looks after her. My mom sometimes, but it's not that. It's like they'll come and maybe spend a couple hours, but I'm living
So won't
there.
you say this? Okay, these are times I need you guys to come by.
I do say
That way you
that,
feel
and
like
and it falls on deaf ears basically, and I'm just at the point where I'm like, would I be cruddy if I just pack up my things and leave? Because at the end of the day, she needs me as much as I needs her, but it's like, it's no help. It's no help.
Have you reached out in that way?
I have called a family meeting. I have done everything that I could possibly think of. So now I feel like I'm being forced into, I'm not going to say I don't want to look after my grandmother, but I just feel like I put Krystal on the back burner once again. First it was for my children. Now it's for my grandmother. And it's like, damn, who's next?
But you have to make decisions in your life for you. You have to be the person that makes a decision. And you can't base it off of what someone is telling you to do. You have to make a decision that best suits you.
Right.
You have to understand what being selfish is versus, you know, paying your dues versus doing what you have to do. But at the end of the day, you have to take care of you.
Right.
You know, if anything happens to you, what's going to happen?
You know, right. You're
You know,
right.
so you have to make decisions for you and stop allowing your connection with people to make decisions for you.
Right.
Because you'll always choose everybody over
But me.
self.
Right.
And you
I
can't
get it.
complain. If you made the choice, you made the choice. You can't, you know, complain about it after the fact.
Right. I got to go to another quick commercial break, you guys. When I come back, I'm going to talk more about everything. Call us up, 410-702-5657. I'm on break. Bye.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the radio loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the radio loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, networks,
I just always wanted to say that. I knew I was back on. Is this thing on? T.S. Madison. I love T.S. Madison. Is this recording?
I'm about to do a PSA.
Can you do, please? Go ahead. Help yourself.
If you would like to come on the Krystal Renee show, if you have any experience with synthetic wigs.
No, you're not still coming for my hair. Don't do that. I know it looks bad. I know.
But it's
terrible.
I just going for that.
I'm not going for any kind of look. I went for the I don't want to show my natural hair look, and this is the only last wig.
What does your look like?
I have hair actually.
I
really do. I'm not taking off this wig right now.
I dare you. I double.
Ain't enough money in the world as much as I need money.
Let me see. Like you have that one. It can't be.
On a scale of 1 to 10, like how bad is the wig though?
A 12.
A 12 is that bad? I'm just having a bad hair day. BHD. I'm not showing my real hair on this. No, I'm not ever showing you my real hair. I got hair. I wish you would. He gonna do like that. I wish somebody would snatch this. It would be a fighting world star. She ain't had to hit them kids like that. No, you don't touch my hair.
Let's strip ourselves.
And that's another thing that I want to talk about really fast. Flaws and all, everybody. Flaws and all. Everybody knows that song by Beyonce, Flaws and All. I think it's one of the most beautiful songs that she's ever recorded. I still listen to it. It's a little old. I forgot. I have a phone call already. Oh, that's not mine.
That's how stuff get broke.
Hello.
Hey, you on with Krystal Renee?
Hello.
Hey, hi, you on with Krystal Renee?
Yeah, I knew it. By all means, it's not a good wig, but it's not as bad as Nate's putting it.
I did not say it was that bad. She asked me the honest truth, and you gonna sit over here.
You said it was a 12. I give it a
Don't try.
He was about to say
if 12 is the highest of worstivity, I give it like a 9 or an 8. I mean, it might look different in person. That's why I'm saying this. Because it might look
bad on camera.
No, it don't actually look that bad on camera. But that's what I said. It might look worse in person. Your side profile is given like, okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, your side profile, but your front profile might be something different. I don't know.
Oh my God, that's it. Y'all's not about to come for me on my show about my wig. I told you I'm having a BHD. It's a bad hair day today.
Well, Marty does hair.
Y'all see,
that's all I was saying. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know if you can throw a comb through it, but.
Oh, hang up. Bye, caller. Bye, caller. Bye. Tried it. Y'all just gonna kick me when I'm down. Y'all gonna kick me when I'm down. I told y'all, my good friend was having sex with my baby father, and now y'all gonna cover my wig. That's terrible.
What's your baby father name?
I'm not gonna expose that. I don't do names on this show.
You might as well. All your friends know who it is.
It's a 9. Now y'all got me self-conscious. I'm gonna go home and eat a painted chocolate ice cream and cry.
You was gonna do that.
That's what I'm going. I know.
Don't even blame that on that wig. Now you blame it on the wig.
I'm gonna go home and eat a damn painted chocolate ice cream that I got in my freezer and cry.
I'm
like
do your real hair now. You should do your real hair.
I should. My real hair stops about right here. I don't know, honey.
Let me see it.
No, I'm not doing it. He said it look okay on the camera, but
be real.
Is it that bad?
Let's be real.
One of these days.
Do it today. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today.
But back to what I was saying before I had that phone call. Coming for me. The truth will set you free. You better go home. I don't need no engineer today. Go home. Bye, Eric. Y'all ain't about to come for my hair. And why y'all ain't say that when I came in? Now you could have been like, Krystal, you been sitting here 2 hours. Go home, change your wig, and come back.
I was sending emails. I was prioritizing.
Flaws and all, ladies and gentlemen. I wrote down a couple of my flaws. Of course, one today will be this roadkill I have sitting on my head. But you know, we're going to work through that.
You probably don't even need...
I've been told that I don't need hair.
Natural. She would color her hair blonde, but I've been got my mother to stop wearing pieces.
I love hair. I love weave. I love not this. This is like a rainy day.
But you probably don't need. How long is your hair?
My hair stops about right here. Ain't that's what every black girl say? Like right here. It ain't touching the shoulders yet. It's like right here. When I perm it, it's longer. But like. Stop it, y'all! Like y'all throw me off of my whole show. This is not. No, I'm not. I'm not about to show you my hair.
You let everything else show, but
not this hair. Yes, I'm very sensitive about my hair. But my flaws, ladies and gentlemen, and number one, my physical flaws to me is my wide back. I have little legs, I have wide shoulders, and I have the tiniest little teeth ever. It's like my teeth never made it past the baby teeth stage. Stop laughing, Eric. You're going home. That's it. Like, it never made it past. I don't have adult teeth. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Your teeth came out.
No, I hate it. My mental flaws is I need more education. I will admit that. Like, I might talk and run my mouth like I'm, oh, she's so smart. And I've been told that my entire life. Oh, you're intelligent. You're so smart. Lies. You guys lied to me. I'm not that smart. I got to go back to school and finish. I have to finish. My emotional flaws is I'm a sensitive Susie, which means I'm a crybaby. I might be a big girl on the exterior, but inside I'm a crybaby. I'm a bitter Betty. I can be very jealous. And I'm a negative Nancy. I can be a hater. I'll be the first to admit. My name is Krystal Renee, and I can be a hater at times.
Why you a hater?
I just don't like people rubbing things in my face. I don't care if you have a new car and I don't have one. So I'm going to low-key hate that.
But you're making it about you, though.
It's always about me.
Internalizing something that is not even attached.
Because I don't know. Because okay, I understand. Telling somebody, "Oh, I have a new car."
Turn that around.
But when it's like, girl, I got a new car. It was $15,000. I don't need to know all the details of your new car.
Just turn that around and be happy for them. Just say, "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you," and then you keep saying it until it's actually true.
Have you ever been in that situation where somebody told you something, you're like, you know what, I'm extreme. No, come on, Nate. Like, we all got that little hate inside of us. Like, why the hell she get that?
I'm happy when people have good things and things happen to them.
I used to tell myself the same, but I was lying. I used to say that all the time.
I'm not. I wasn't raised like that. You are happy for people. I like to see people move up. I don't like being around negative people because it changes the atmosphere of what it is, and I often get quiet when I'm in those environments. But I am naturally in 1% happy for people when things happen to them. You have to turn it around and be happy for somebody. See, you're looking at the fact that you don't have that thing. Mm-hmm. But did you want that thing?
Yeah.
So go get it.
I want it. But how did they get it and I didn't get it? No.
That's not for you to ask. That's not
so terrible.
That's not for you to ask. Like, you gotta go get it, and you gotta get it the way you supposed to get it.
Yeah.
Maybe, if you change your attitude, you can open. You can't get anything if your attitude is I don't have.
Yeah.
Because
if you
then
change,
it looks like you want somebody to give it to you.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be happy for people. Like, be genuinely happy for people.
Yeah.
And not, you're hating for what?
That was my flaws, ladies and gentlemen.
Now let me see your hair.
No. I gotta go to a break.
I'll look at it.
God. The Krystal Renee Radio Show. We'll be back after these messages. Eric, if you laugh again, I'm sending you gone. That's it. Bye. We on break.
I'm trying to get. If you want to see Krystal's real hair, call it now. And we need at least 4 callers for her to take her wig off.
Yes, if I have 4 callers, then I will take it off for you guys.
Y'all hear that? We need 4 callers. Nope, she already said it.
I'm not taking off this hair for nobody.
You just said it. You just said it. You just said it. No. You can get a wrap. You can look like Marnie and just have a wrap.
Marnie hair is longer than mine.
That's not all his hair.
That's not all his hair?
No.
That is his hair.
It's not.
It's not?
No.
Did you just expose Marnie on the show? That is all his hair.
It's not.
Where's the extensions at? Because he always got a ponytail in. So where's it not all his hair?
Why do you think he always has a ponytail in?
Because that's all his hair. Like, you know.
No, that's a frontal.
Lies. Lies.
She be trusting these man weaves that be going around.
Lies.
Eric be putting fake hair in his head when he be getting them braids.
You put fake hair in your hair when you get braids? Is he lying? He's still lying, ain't he, Eric?
Alright. You keep on trusting.
Do you have any secrets?
I do have secrets.
Can you expose one, please?
When you take that wig off.
I'm not taking off my wig.
I have a good one, too.
Well,
you gotta take the wig off.
I don't like playing Truth or Dare with you. I would have hated playing that if we was kids. Ain't no telling what the hell you be making me do, and you don't even hold up your end of the bargain.
I do.
Go ahead, tell me your secret then.
Take the hair off.
I'm not taking off my hair in front of my viewers.
Take the hair off. I'll tell a secret, and then you can put the hair back on.
Speaking of wigs, my favorite wig person is the infamous hater or love her, Wendy Williams.
I don't know.
Boom. Everybody likes Wendy.
She's a hater. Don't nobody like her. She is very insecure. She's very judgmental, and she wants to be like you. Too grown. You have a almost grown child. You're married. You have the life that most people want, but she just evil. She's an evil person, and it's.
I don't think so.
She's very bitter.
You think she's bitter?
Yeah, she don't like herself. She don't.
Well, I came across this thing on Facebook. Well, I've seen the footage of this interview that she had with Judge Mathis before, but now it's floating around Facebook now. And I want to say this real fast. The biggest fights that I've seen her in, arguments, was one of them was with Method Man, when she exposed Method Man's wife of having cancer, and she didn't even tell her own family. The family found out from Wendy's mouth.
Yep, on the show.
And he was pissed off about it, and he was putting it out there like, oh, I remember when you was having sex with all the hood guys, and you know, and you was snorting crack and all, but everything she was doing, and he was pissed off about that. Judge Mathis, she wanted him to talk about a woman who he was allegedly hooking up with, having sex with her, cheating on his wife with her. He got her pregnant and everything. She was really trying to get the tea from Judge Mathis, and he came for that juggler, honey. He said, no, you look like you're doing it now. Like, you know how Judge Mathis think everybody's a damn crackhead, but he came for her throat, and it was a crazy interview. You guys should check it out. But it was one thing that I heard her say before, was that years ago, she put out something about Bill Cosby, about the accusations that he has going on now. She knew about that well over 10 years ago. And when she said it on her radio show, he was definitely trying to get her fired. Fast forward years later, here these women are. So basically, in a nutshell, she was telling the truth, and it makes you think.
You don't know if she was telling the truth.
But nobody knew
you
about
have to,
it.
But as somebody in media, I don't care if you're Walter Cronkite, Barbara Walters, you cannot say anything as if it's factual information if you yourself did not see it with your own eyes.
Right.
You cannot do that because that is called slander, and people can sue you.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
But she said, with the whole Bill Cosby thing that we're laughing about right now, she called it years ago.
But how
So
much
it
of
had
her
to be
life
some
does
kind of
she
factual-
show? How much of her
She don't-
husband's life does she show?
I've heard he's been messing around on her, and allegedly
Right.
he beats her. Allegedly. But I
Allegedly.
don't think Wendy is the type
You
of
can
woman,
throw it out, but you
she'll
can't
make
take
money
it.
off of her controversy. Like she'll put it in a book before she sits there and say, the rumors that you heard about my husband is not. She ain't got time for that. She's exposing you guys.
She got plenty of time for it. She don't want to look stupid. That's what she doesn't want to look like. Because she does it to everybody. Like, she has tried to admit, by pushing, like, Whitney Houston out there. Like, I've done drugs, too. But you spent your career making fun of this lady.
Yeah.
Without telling anybody that you had this secret.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
you slandered someone's name, whether it was true or not, and made fun of her for years. And come to find out, you were a crackhead
He was doing the
yourself.
same thing too.
Like,
Yeah.
and then it became sensational because now I have something in common with Whitney Houston. So now
Right.
you will use the story to benefit yourself with them fake crocodile tears.
I don't think they were fake. I think
They were fake.
because she actually did an interview with Whitney Houston. She never was face to face with her, but Whitney did call into the station. And she told her, "You don't even know me."
She
She
don't.
was like, "You don't even know me. Like, why are you saying this?" But was she lying? Because years later, she was on a Diane Sawyer interview saying crack is whack. So she was telling the truth.
Whether you're telling the truth or not, like, that's one of the reasons why on my show or just in general, I'm not a pop culture person because I don't care. It's not your business to tell. And she made a career out of exposing
Slandering
gay
other-
men,
Yeah.
or men that were in the club. She made a career out of doing that. And what if one of them men would have killed themselves?
Yeah,
What if one of
because-
them men would have
yeah.
OD'd or something would have happened to them as a result of
Because of
her
her mouth.
exposing them?
So one last question before I go to commercial break: do you think her come up strategy game was smart? Like, do
No,
you
it
think
wasn't,
that's what
because it was on the backs of somebody else's life.
right?
You didn't earn this honestly.
Right.
You not.
Right.
And even the incident with her son was on drugs.
He was smoking
And
synthetic
she
weed.
she tried supposedly. That's what the story she
Supposedly,
gave
yeah,
you.
synthetic
So it
weed.
seems like it was a pop culture thing.
Yeah.
No, it was something harder than that.
Yeah,
But
'cause she
you
was
but
crying
you
her ass
let it you pushed that under the rug like most famous people do.
Right.
Because you didn't want your child to be the face of this new drug.
Right. I gotta go to another commercial break, you guys.
K2.
I will be. Yeah. What the hell is that?
Potpourri.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Oh, we're gonna talk more about that when we get back after this commercial. But I wonder if I ever had that and didn't even know I was smoking that. Is that possible?
You smoked K2?
I don't know if I'm smoking it though. That's the whole thing about it. Like, how do I know if it's natural weed or if it's
potpourri?
410-702-5657. Call us up. Call me. Whatever. Shit, I'll be back. I don't know. I'll be back after this break.
Not if you smoking K2.
think so.
You are. You don't remember half the stuff that you supposed to or you think about when you're high. You don't remember any of that.
Everyone, welcome back to the Krystal Renee Radio Show here on BeExposedRadio.com. We are still talking about marijuana, right? And K2. And also, when we got on that because of Wendy Williams. I mean, she is one of my guilty pleasures of television. The other one is the Kardashians. That's my guilty pleasure also. Everybody has a opinion about those girls, and I love that show. Wendy Williams is like I can only watch her Hot Topics. I can't watch her interviews. Her interviews is boring as hell to me, which really brings up the issue that nobody that's popping is going to go on her show because of who she is. Like,
they all going to go in there because they know she has all the white middle-aged ladies. Right. Those women that are at home or at work and money and all those individuals that's going to watch, that like that type of stuff. But everybody doesn't. Like, they don't. I watch her show when she has certain people on there just to see their response and see how they curve her. But, I mean, she just like dirt. And you're not giving no dirt. I would go on there. I want to become so filthy famous. Like, that famous. And just go on there and curve her.
You know, that's what Omarosa did. Her first show, she had Omarosa on there. Omarosa was like...
Well, Omarosa's her own type of asshole.
Yeah, she is.
She is.
She's an asshole in her own right. I sort of low-key like her, too.
Because she's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, what does that say? Keke Palmer put her in her place. She did. She was like, the gag is that what that whole thing was? And
like, you have opinion. Like, it's okay to have opinions about stuff, but you have a platform where you put out your opinions in a way as if you were there.
But doesn't that make you? I think what really pushed her to where she is now is the fact that she's not real about her life, but she's real about the opinions about certain situations.
She's real about other people's lives. But what about your life, Wendy Williams?
She's not on there to talk about herself. Like, I might come on my show and talk shit about myself all day.
Yeah, but if you go drag people, at least have the balls to drag yourself first. Because she's coming from a place where she's squeaky clean.
Yeah.
And at some point, miss, your dirt is going to come back around on you.
Those skeletons will fall.
Like, you can't do dirt to people and expect for your dirt to just stay under that carpet.
Yeah.
Like, somebody go lift that carpet up one day. And it's been happening. What's her name? What's her name? Lavonda or Lazonda, whatever her name is. That's on Basketball Wives. She did it to her.
Evelyn. Yeah, she did come for her.
Like, she did
because she called her baby. What was it? A
cash register.
Yeah.
Like, and she has those types of opinions about stuff that makes me.
But it kind of makes you wonder: is she wrong though? Like, is she wrong about the issue?
Ain't about whether you wrong or right, but you have to have a level of tact about yourself. And I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything, like I haven't said anything, but I've learned in these last couple years you have to have a lot more tact about yourself and back things up. Like, she's built a career out of exposing people, but she don't even want people to come to her house.
Yeah, she's very private. She's very
you got
private.
nerves
and
to
those
be so private.
Those ladies and gentlemen are the people who really got shit that they hide. And those ones that don't, nobody can come over their house, blah, blah, blah. They know all the tea about you, but you don't know nothing about them. Like, they try really hard to keep their private life private. It's because they got something to hide.
It's been plenty of accounts of people saying how her husband talks to her, and what he does to her, and who he's sleeping with, and like, she avoids all of that. You avoid. I want somebody to put her on blast, invite her on her show, and ask her about how many blows she be ducking from.
Maybe she's just that good that you probably can't get the tea.
No, because you gonna get the same thing that people give her, a blank pause.
Yeah.
Like, it's you at some point you can't do that. The same thing that's happening with Oprah right now. You've been so inspirational and so pro, but now Monique is uncovering her and showing her layers of messiness.
But whose side are you on when it comes to that case?
Monique. I'm very much so on Monique's case. On Monique's side.
Like, they blackballed her, like she accuses them
the word blackball is not relevant because Monique is still working. Monique is a comic first. She turned into an actress. That's something she wanted to do, and she's been good at, and she did that thing.
I think she's kind of falling from grace, though. You don't win an Oscar and then go back to the stage. That's just me.
But she's a comic.
I see people who win Oscars who go on to doing more bigger things.
She's not playing rooms this side. She's playing theaters. She's not. She's a comic first, and people fail to realize that's not going backwards. That's her job. That's what got her to. That's how we realized she was Monique.
But
it wasn't these TV shows.
She's not selling out like the Madison, like Madison Square Garden.
She could
she's
if
doing
she wanted
just
to.
Basic stuff.
She could.
She's doing something that Samore can do right now, but Samore didn't
But
win
you
an
compare
Oscar.
you
Monique
comparing them like. There's no comparison.
If I was to
Monique
win an
can walk
Oscar
in
today,
many
tomorrow,
different
I'm not
realms.
going back to being a GNA. That's just me because
But
I won an
doing
Oscar.
a comic, so you're disrespecting comics now.
I'm not disrespecting
'Cause
comics.
that's what her
What I'm
job
saying is, when you get to a certain level in life, you should just keep elevating. There's no reason why you're going backwards.
But that's not going
A
backwards.
lot of people said her mouth is getting her where she is
No,
now.
and
Like,
that's
ain't nobody going to
that's
hire Monique.
people's problem. That's people's problem. They don't want to go against. They have put Oprah on a level of a god. And that is so.
She accomplished a lot, though.
But she not God, though.
But she accomplished a lot.
But that's not God, though.
Coming from where she came from to where she is now, she overcame
She's
a
not
lot.
God.
I'm not saying that she is a God.
But you taking up for it, and she got a lot of people out there that's against her. That's on TV, on radio, on many different platforms, cooning because she's standing up for something that's. There are people out there that want to get treated the way that they treat people. And I don't know Monique personally, but just to hear this story, it's not a falsehood that she's telling people. Like, people have really been disrespecting her because she stood up for herself. She didn't do this for anybody else but her. It's her name on the line. When your name's on the line, you'll do what it takes to be able to clear your name. And these people lied on her.
Yeah.
They lied on her.
I don't
and
know.
Oprah, she was very
What I read
disrespectful.
was that she's difficult to work with because, they paid her $50,000 to be in Precious.
Yes.
Sidebar. I might look like Precious from off of Empire with this, but I'm not her. I'm Krystal Renee. I might look like Gabrielle Sidibe. I'm not. What was her character name on Empire? Becky? No, I'm not her. That ain't me. But they paid her $50,000 to be in Precious, and she wanted more to promote Precious.
No, let me tell you. Let me explain something to you. So what happens is, and on this level where I'm at, I'm not on a Monique level. So my job was to play this role. That's what my job is.
I'm paying you $50,000 to be in my movie.
So you paying me $50,000 for being in your movie. The movie is done.
Right.
It's been shot.
Right.
It's ready to go out to the theaters. My job, as far as my description, is over.
Right.
Anything else you want to do is up to my discretion.
Right.
It's not written in my contract. You have to do these many interviews.
Right.
Unless that's what you wanted me to do. That should have been stated up front.
Right.
So she's comparing this to campaigning for office. So if you're campaigning, you're trying to get someone to believe in the job that you can do, that you haven't done. As an actor, I've done my job already.
Right.
Watch the movie as they did, and they chose her because she was the best possible candidate.
But
for
if
this.
you have someone like Oprah and Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry saying, look, it's a good movie, and you played one of the best parts in that movie, but Monique, we need you to do promotional tours.
And you know what the promotional tour does? Listen to this. But that promotional tour does what? It doesn't guarantee you an Oscar. But you know what that promotional tour does?
It promotes the movie.
It promotes the movie. And who makes money? I already got my check for doing this movie.
For being in the movie.
Right. I got this. I don't get paid to do all that extra stuff. I got paid to do this movie.
Right.
You know who gets paid for me doing those promotional tours? Oprah
and Lee Daniels.
Okay, so they get money on the back.
If you were in Monique's situation, because I know that you are an actor, so if Lee Daniels come knocking at your door today, Nate, I want you to be in this movie. I'm gonna give you $75,000. Is that okay? You know, whatever. So you're going to take on the $75,000, but if they say, "Look, I need you to go on a world tour," you're going to deny that because they ain't paying you for it. I'm gonna jump on that with the $75,000.
So you said world tour. So they pay her. So let's say she actually did get paid $50,000.
Right.
So that $50,000 is already not $50,000 because I have to pay taxes on this money. Granted, okay, I gotta pay taxes on this money. Okay, so my agent, my publicist, blah 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 blah, all that has to be paid. All those bills associated to her being her brand, her business, have to get paid. So at the end of that $50,000, I probably got about $5,000 or $10,000 left. Hopefully. So now you want me to go on a world tour. So a world tour means I'm doing airfare, I'm doing trains, planes, whatever.
Right.
So that's the rest of that budget. That means for this movie, I'm paying myself nothing. And her husband and her admitted all we asked them for was hotel and airfare. That's all we asked. We didn't ask you to feed us. We didn't ask you to feed us. We didn't ask you to. Oprah has her own.
She do.
Her own
everything.
Airplane.
Yeah, she has her own everything.
Oprah alone could have said, well, I can't do you. I'm not going to put you on my private jet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you business tickets. I'm going to get you a hotel room.
I don't know. I mean, me personally, I can understand where Monique is coming from. Do I agree with it? No.
Why?
Because at the end of the day,
that's just like your boss saying, you know what, I'm gonna pay you for this, but I need for you to go outside and work an extra 3 hours every day. I can't pay you for that.
If it's going to benefit me in my career,
but if it doesn't,
yes, I am going to do it, because you know what?
How does you traveling around doing? How is you
wasn't by like a Stephen King or like or somebody who it was Lee Daniels. Nobody really didn't know who Lee Daniels was at that point. It wasn't an empire yet when Precious came out.
Okay,
he was.
And why was that movie what it was? It was because of Monique. It was because and who else?
And Gabourey Sidibe. She was the
and Monique. I'm saying Gabrielle Sidibe played herself in that movie.
Monique was in other movies, but if you ever was to hear Monique,
but she was funny in all those other movies.
Think about is Precious. Oh, she was in Precious
because she won the highest
whole career.
And that did catapult her. She had a career before Precious.
She had a career before Precious, but come on, Nate. Precious really took her to like a whole different stratosphere. Like honestly,
it got her award, but this was Monique. But see, that's the problem with people. We didn't make Monique. Monique already had this talent inside of her.
I have a telephone call. I wonder if it's Monique.
I hope it is, because I want her to put you in.
Hey, caller, you on with Krystal Renee?
Hey, what's up? This is E Digger. How y'all doing?
Hey, Digger, what's up, baby? How you?
What's going on? Y'all still talking about the Oprah? Monique situation?
Yes,
sir.
Okay, I kind of agree with Nate because my whole thing is if you're not willing to accommodate me for this extra stuff that you want me to do,
amen,
then I'm a kind of like look at that kind of differently. Because if that was the case in the overall contract, it should have been stated.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true too. But
I think
if you know,
okay,
I'm sorry. If you know that you are working with people who can take your career to that next level, that other people couldn't do it, why would you not do what they're asking you to do? Okay,
what level was they
everything
taking her
isn't
to?
about money. No, listen.
But what level was they taking her to?
Mainstream America really didn't know Monique like that until they saw Precious. And that's
they knew who she was.
We knew Monique.
They didn't know who Gabrielle Sidibe was. They didn't know who Lee Daniels was. They knew who Monique was. That's why they gave her that role.
What else you think?
True. True. I think that when you hear the name Oprah, when you hear the name Oprah, when you hear the name Tyler Perry or Lee Daniels, I kind of agree with Nate. People are associating them with being higher than God. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, I get what you're saying, Krystal. But I kind of think that if it wasn't for her, I mean, people kind of escalate on their own. I'm sorry. It's pretty much like if it wasn't for them, she wouldn't be who she is now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Jamie Foxx.
Right.
Let's take Jamie Foxx for instance. Jamie Foxx won an Oscar for Red.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And people are downsizing him now because he is the host of that new show, Shazam, Beat Shazam, or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But little do people know that he's doing other things other than doing that game show.
Right.
He's the executive producer on a couple of other shows that people don't know about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Without the help of Lee Daniels, Oprah, you see what I'm saying? Because I remember,
and he played the role. He did all those interviews. He did all those.
Exactly.
But listen, he never talked bad about the directors and everyone else that was on a project with him. I'm pretty sure Jamie Foxx didn't get half the money that he's probably owed.
She didn't
but he's
talk
not
about them until
but we will never.
Monique said that if she had a penis, she would tell them to suck it. That is, come on, Monique. Seriously, like I don't get it.
I think we only seeing what the media or Monique or whomever is allowing us to see. You don't know what happened behind closed doors.
Yeah,
but
you see what I'm saying? It could have been a whole different situation, or it could have been other things. You don't know what was said, how it was handled. You see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of going along with Monique because maybe this has been pent up in her for so long that she waited for the perfect opportunity. Because we all know that comedians have that right. They talk about their life, they talk about situations, and maybe she needed the world to hear how Hollywood was. Now, we talked about this.
If that's the case, E. Digger, then you put it in the book and you make your money off of it. Her approach to me was wrong.
But maybe a book is not enough.
Well,
but maybe a book is not enough.
Says a lot about her. And with Oprah, this was something that happened while she was doing the tour. Like, she brought this lady's parents on there. And that Monique said she didn't want the world to see what her parents really were. And you got to see that. And she chose to do this while she was campaigning for an Oscar. You did this during the whole buzz. So you were doing this for ratings.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful to me. For somebody who didn't need ratings.
So I kind of look at Monique like, I mean, granted, you know, well, she had her own show. Mm-hmm. I mean, even before she got Hollywood, she was doing very well here in Baltimore with her own comedy club.
Yeah,
her own comedy club.
And that is perfect. That's perfect. But you know what? And I don't want to offend anybody. But one thing I heard in Hollywood terms is this: we knew her in the Chitlin circuit. When she hit mainstream, them white folks ain't know who no Monique was until Precious came out. So why would you bite the hand that fed you? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's like, you know.
And I understand what I'm saying, and I hear what you're saying. But I'm gonna say this: maybe she don't want to how everybody is saying, and I don't want to, you know, like offend anybody or say the wrong thing. But how about she wants to be able to elevate herself without the help of these people?
Mm-hmm.
Because later down the road, they could come back and say, well, I helped Monique get to where Monique is. Mm. You see what I'm saying? Because people are famous. People are famous for doing that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I helped her to become who she is now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Or you can look at it like this. She said what she said maybe to help people understand how Hollywood is.
Yep.
Yeah.
When
you know what I'm saying? So
scared to do so.
Exactly. So everybody is sitting there like biting their fingers and like, I know something, but I don't want to say it. I'm scared. Maybe Monique had the balls to go on several stages and say publicly, this is what happened. And again, Nate, when about the situation with her moms, yes, Oprah went behind Monique's back after this woman did not grant her the permission to bring her moms on the show. She went behind this woman's back, disrespected her, and brought her mama on the show.
Yeah. Well,
so would you? Yeah.
I really appreciate you calling. I didn't mean to cut you off. I gotta go to another commercial break. But I appreciate what you're saying. Of course, in typical Krystal fashion, I don't agree. But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I really do. But thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
All right.
Well, that was E Digger from Charm City Direct. Pretty dope guy. You guys make sure you check out his show every Saturday from 5 to 7. Right. Pretty dope guy. I love E Digger. Thank you so much for calling in. I don't agree. That's like,
Because you're a Trump supporter.
That ain't got nothing to do with Trump. Ain't got nothing to do with this blown wig. Ain't got nothing to do nothing real fast. I will say this. I mean, listen, I look at it like this. I want to be I am a radio personality. I would love to have a bigger platform, and that's no shade to Be Exposed, but everybody here feels the same way. I would never kiss somebody's ass to get it, but what I'm saying is this. If Charlamagne the God or Wendy Williams or
picking a lot of coons.
What's my other guy that I like? Howard Stern. If somebody or Sway, if I was to get an email from one of them,
Sway is not in their
hey,
category.
Krystal Renee, we're going to pay you $50,000 a year or whatever to work at this station.
$50,000
or whatever, Nate. I'm trying to make an example. If one of those people from the higher ups was to hit me and say, Krystal, I like what I see. I want to put you on to such and such. I'm going to pay you this.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to pay you this much a year.
Yes, sir, boss.
But
I sure will.
I am, because it's gonna get me to.
Yes, sir.
Everything that you want is not gonna be handed to you on a damn silver platter. You have to go above and beyond.
You don't have, but you don't have to sell your soul for it. You don't have to sell your soul. I don't care where you are. And this is mistakes that I've made. But I look up to somebody like Monique now. I don't put her on a God pedestal, but I look out for somebody. But we are all victims of that. We all thought Oprah would never do that. Why would you do that?
I'm not saying that Oprah is a god or she's just some, but all I'm saying is if Oprah was to hit this phone right now and say, Krystal Renee, I want to fly you out to own studio.
But listen to this right here. She don't have that studio no more. But listen, no, she don't. Nope, it's gone. So listen to this. So the same thing that Monique's brother said to her when he finally admitted to her that she wasn't lying and she did these things to him. He said to her, if you think I did something wrong, I apologize. Oprah allegedly said the same thing to her when she confronted Oprah face to face about what she did, about bringing her parents on there and not knowingly not telling her. She said, if I did something wrong to offend you, I'm sorry. Wow. And that was that one thing that probably prompted her to really go deep with Oprah in this moment. Like, it's certain things that you called me to ask permission for the person who molested me. And I said, you know what? Maybe he is changed. I know he ain't about much, but go ahead, interview him.
And then you look at
you
the show.
Knew in that same breath.
On there too.
Right. And even if you did not know that he was going to bring them, even if you didn't know that they were going to bring him, you saw them show up at that studio. Yeah. So nothing went on at that studio that she didn't know. Somebody said, he brought his parents with him.
Who Oprah is? Of
course. Who is she? But who is she though? Who is she?
She's gonna push the envelope.
Who is she? No.
First.
No. But why would she call? But why would she call and ask permission if her brother could come on? She asked her, "Is it okay if I have your brother on it?" Because she asked Monique, would she want to join them? Why would you call and ask for permission if you're not going to tell me the entire truth? I'm just saying, you just put people up on pedestals. You voted in a man that probably still colors in his coloring book.
Number 45. I get it, and I get what everybody is saying, but all I'm saying is
44 and a half to me.
You got to count your blessings, and everything is
no.
Like
You got children, so I'm not gonna let that slide. No, you don't count your blessings when you're selling your soul.
You're not selling your soul.
That means you'll take whatever somebody gives you, and because it's an opportunity, you're gonna take it. No, girl.
Help me get
no,
to that
that's
next
dangerous.
platform.
You got children.
No.
You have children.
You can't have no kind of ego when you're not where
You
you want
can
to be
have,
at.
but it ain't about an ego. That is called having standards, and it's standards. This is how you train people how to treat you. If you take anything anybody gives you, you know what you are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got you.
And you have children, and you don't ever tell somebody, "Well, girl, that's an opportunity." But you know when I'm losing a piece of my soul, girl, go ahead. You can buy your soul back. No, you can't. Once it's gone, it's gone.
That's it. Is this the end of the show?
Yes, thank you, Lord. It's the end.
Don't.
Thank you, Lord. Because somebody pray for this young lady. Because she needs it.
Every time on this show, we gotta have a special prayer at the end of the show.
We gotta pray for that wig.
I just don't.
We gotta pray for them.
I'm not taking my wig off.
Just take it off real quick. The show about to go off.
No, that's it, everyone. I want to
you
thank
take it off. You
everybody.
go cut right to
I want to thank
that
all
quick.
of my callers for calling in. Everyone who's commented. Everyone who's watched the show today. I want to thank my producer Nate once again.
I'm about to charge you
for coming on.
You getting charged.
And my engineer Eric. That's Eric. That's my boy. I want to thank everybody for watching.
Off.
I'm not taking off this wig, but you will never see this wig again. I can guarantee that. And
off.
thanks to Monty for coming for the wig.
It's not the wig. It's just
it's the wig. I hate this. I hate it.
You didn't.
Well, tonight I'm gonna bury it. So
why?
Because it's trash. I hated it when I put it on my head. But that's the end of my show, everybody. Make sure you tune in next Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. here on BeExposedRadio.com. Be good to yourself and others. I'll be back, Lord's willing, next week, and I will not have this wig on my head. I may show my real hair, just for you. All right?
You ain't got no hair.
I do got hair. You tried it. I'm out. Be good. See y'all.
You are listening to Be Exposed.